Yo, hello. Is the thing working? Is this streaming? Oh, there it goes. Yo, hello. Is the thing working? Hi.
Sorry, I've
Is this
been sick for a long
streaming?
time.
Oh, there it goes.
5 days.
Yo, hello. Is the thing working?
now that,
Hi. That I'm not sick anymore.
Sorry, I've
Is
been
this
sick for a long
streaming?
time.
Oh, there it goes.
5 days.
Yo, hello. Is the thing working?
now that,
Hi. That I'm not sick anymore.
Sorry, I've
Is
been
this
sick for a long
streaming?
time.
Oh, there it goes.
Want to hear a true tale? Native hair care is simple, clean, and effective.
I'm using.
Who did this to you? Blonde, femboy. Oh. What? I'm not gonna die to a dumb blonde femboy. I refuse to.
Yes, you are!
Naze. I don't know any more Japanese. Nanami. Why does God have to be so cruel as to punish me like this? I've been looking for a girlfriend. No, a wife for ages. I've approached countless girls to no avail because 9 out of 10 of those goddamn girls were fucking men. And I don't mean that they were having sex with men. I mean that they were men.
What?
So tell me, why the fuck do these creatures have to deceive me? Why do they just insist on wasting my time?
Nanami, I'm at my limit. You have to help
I
us.
thought she was the one. Everything was going perfectly. Things got heated. I lit the candles. It was time for sex. And I turn around. And she was a he.
Dude, what the fuck are you on about?
That day, I swore to erase all of them from existence.
Nanami, please, she's gonna bleed out.
Every night I was on patrol, like Batman, but for femboys, slaughtering them like the animals they truly are.
Yo, relax, man. Why are you hating so
And
much?
at long last, I thought it was over. I thought I had purged the earth from that scum and could finally move on with my life. I even started using Tinder to match with a real girl. And I finally met an amazing woman, and we were getting along perfectly. Fuck me. So tell me, why do you look exactly like her?
I do? What a coincidence. That's so.
Are you a femboy too, Nobara?
No, I have boobs, I swear.
Yeah, femboys have them too.
Mine are real, sir.
That's what they all say.
What?
Now, where were we? Wait. I am 27. My life is nearing its end, and my last relationship was in middle school, and she didn't even know we were together. I don't have time to wait.
Calm down, Nanami.
Shut the hell up! And listen here, you. Women, yes, they can be stupid and annoying, but your kind.
My kind? What?
You femboys are the reason I'm married! You say you hate boys, but I can tell you're enjoying this. Are you suggesting that I'm gay? That deep down I have fallen in love with the concept of femboys, secretly wanting to elope with one of them and form an eternal bond?
What fucking's wrong with you, man? You're messed up in the head.
I hate that.
Psycho.
You're right. Did you hear any of this?
No, nothing. Did you say anything?
I said it's punishment time and killed him.
He's, still alive? Right over there?
No. He's definitely dead. You've lost a lot of blood. We should get you checked out.
So you're not sparing him, like you're not letting him live just cause.
No, of course not. Femboys must be eradicated at all costs. I truly hate them. I can't stand them.
I see. Well listen, Nanami, there's nothing wrong with liking fem-
No!
Hold up, give me like 2 seconds.
I truly hate them. I can't stand them. liking family.
Okay, now I have something to fix. I had something to fix and now it's fixed.
Alright, I'm gonna go all out. For my friends and for our future. Even if it means I'll never swing a sword or a baseball bat ever again. I will.
No.
Ultimate, but no better than regular slash!
Hell no! What the fuck is this shit?
He broke my sword? I did nothing?
You've gotta be kidding me. Are you kidding me?
What?
Why are you here?
What do you mean?
You're just a bug. You're an ant. You're
Are
nothing.
you trash talking me, villain?
Villain? Get the fuck out of here with this hero dialogue.
I'm confused.
You're confused. You come here with your little gang just to butt in and pretend like you're useful? Out of your courtesy, I sat still and patiently waited for you to finish hyping up your attack, only for it to be the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I literally shattered your sword with my fingers.
I mean, it didn't go as planned, but
Are you stupid?
I will not stand for this.
Are you fucking stupid?
Momo, go! Yeah!
Did she just... What was
Don't disrespect my buddy's special attack.
Special? Don't tell me that was...
Her strongest attack.
Strongest. Yeah, please, before you make me lose it, just fuck off.
I won't leave my comrade's side, you evil.
God, what? What will you do?
Huh?
You're useless. Your strongest attack did nothing. Nothing.
So what?
All your friend can do is blow a little bit of wind.
Excuse me? She can fly too.
Oh my god, are you... I was standing still! You shot 15 arrows, and none of them hit!
I don't know, I mean, I'm kinda short-sighted, so...
Why the fuck are you an archer?
Don't shout at him. He's sensitive.
Okay, listen here, kid. Get your Scooby Gang and dip. You're just interrupting our epic showdown. I've been planning for this to happen for decades. Do not ruin it.
Not happening. I will protect.
Shut the fuck up, for fuck's sakes. Do you realize how much you're slowing down the pace of this fight? You're just filler.
I'm not.
Your friends can't do shit.
They can't.
Like, seriously, look at this meme.
That's not true.
It is.
Itadori, tell him. It's not true. It's not true, right?
I mean, I don't really know what you guys are talking about. Not like I can see the meme from here, you know?
It's the Toto peak, 99% of Kyoto.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
No!
I'm gonna count to 3. If you don't run, I promise you, you're gonna die. 1, 2. Like,
What do I do?
maybe move?
Am I going to die?
Brother, should we?
No, I'm kind of curious if she'll move. She's a Jujutsu sorcerer, right? So she should...
Yeah, well, you could call her that.
Guess.
3.
She's not moving.
Yep. Okay, just fucking die, you annoying useless piece of...
What are we gonna do? Anymore.
My family wants me to forgive my sexual predator brother after what he did to my
Wait,
fiancée
what?
at their house. I, 27M, met my fiancée, 25F, almost 7 years ago when we were both studying at college. We met through mutual friends, and about 1 year later, we started dating. When she was introduced to my family, everyone was delighted with her, even my mother, who tends to be somewhat reserved with foreigners. Edit, my mother and father are migrants, and since they arrived in the country where we live, they have always stayed close to the local community, so they are generally very reserved with anyone who is not from our community. Sounds racist, but not. At this point, I must mention my brother, 29M. Before the incident, he was my superhero. I always admired him because he never was intimidated by the local children and because he was always very protective of me and our sister, 22F. He always reminded us that we should never look down just because someone tried to annoy us and that we had as much right to live here as anyone. When I introduced him to my girlfriend, they became good friends. Time passed, and my girlfriend was quite close to my family, especially my siblings. Given the closeness to my family, it was usual for her to hang out with other relatives. She would go shopping with my sister and mother, play billiards with me and my cousins, and was at every party my family organized. It was at one of these parties that my family and I ended up very drunk, to the point that I ended up sleeping on the floor of my parents' living room. When the party ended, my girlfriend was behaving very weird, and when I asked her what was going on, she told me, "I think your brother tried to kiss me." The surprise she gave me when hearing those words was so great that any effect of the alcohol disappeared. I asked her to tell me everything that had happened. She told me that several of the guests went to the roof to drink up there, to feel the wind or something like that. Little by little, they all left until in the end, only she and my brother were left up there. They drank a while more, and while they were talking, she noticed that he was staring at her, and out of nowhere, he bent down trying to kiss her. But she was faster and dodged it. The atmosphere became very uncomfortable after that, and she left. When she finished telling me what happened, I took her to her house, and later, I talked to my brother and asked him to clarify the whole story. He basically told me the same story but from his point of view. He apologized and said that he was so drunk that he wasn't thinking, and he apologized for doing that. Just remembering that conversation makes my blood boil because at that moment, I thought that it had only been a minor incident, something that could be solved with dialogue and establishing some limits. I could never think about what was going to happen next. After what happened at that party, the relationship between my brother and me was uncomfortable. We almost never spoke, and when we did, it was as polite as possible, almost as if we were strangers. The only person who knew what had happened besides the three of us was my younger sister because on one occasion, when she and my girlfriend were talking, she asked if she knew why my brother and I had become distant. From what she told her the story, my girlfriend and I decided not to comment on the rest of my family because we didn't want the relationship to fracture further. After a few months, my family organized a party where they invited a lot of people, friends, family, and people from our community. It was at that party where my girlfriend and my brother met again. At that point, I thought that enough time had passed since the kiss incident and that it could be the first step for things to return to normal. At some point during the party, I lost track of my girlfriend and started looking for her. I looked for her for a while without seeing her, so I assumed that maybe she was with my sister. But something passed through my head that I decided to look upstairs. While I was going up the stairs, I started to hear strange noises in one of the rooms, and when I opened the door, my brother was pushing my girlfriend against the bed, covering her mouth, and trying to put his hand under her dress while she was trying to fight back. I didn't think twice about it, and as soon as I saw them, I pounced on my brother and started beating him. My girlfriend left the room as quickly as she could and went downstairs to ask for help. When my father and uncles came up, I was still beating the out of my brother. His face was full of blood, as was my knuckles. My father was the one who had to separate us, but I kept insulting him and hitting him. In the end, he was able to separate us, and then he took me out of the room while my uncles checked how bad my brother was. Outside the room, my father asked me what the hell had happened to make me act like that. It took me a while to be able to formulate words, but finally, I told him that I had just seen that my brother had tried to abuse my girlfriend. My dad, I know, was in shock for a while. He sat on the floor, put his hand on his forehead, and was completely silent for about 10 minutes until my uncles called him because they were going to take my brother to the hospital. After they took my brother, I went to look for my girlfriend and found her talking to my sister about what just had happened. I said goodbye to my sister, and we left all the way to our house. She couldn't stop crying. She was confused, angry, and by the time we got home, she kept crying until she fell asleep. That was her routine for a couple of days until little by little, she could talk again. In those days, my family kept me informed of my conditioned brother. I had broken his nose and dislocated his jaw. My mother was in denial, incredulous that her son was capable of something like that, but I didn't think much about it because, in the end, each person reacts differently. Until she fell asleep. That was her routine for a couple of days until little by little, she could talk again. In those days, my family kept me informed of my conditioned brother. I had broken his nose and dislocated his jaw. My mother was in denial, incredulous that her son was capable of something like that, but I didn't think much about it because, in the end,
I think it's only me. I'm just gonna end